There are two types of antennas on the Mars rover, high gain and low gain. The high gain antenna is steerable and the low gain is not. Why not? Because the low gain antenna is omnidirectional antenna, so it can send and receive signal to kind of all directions. It is very similar to the antenna that we have in a two-way radios or walkie-talkies. The reason that they use omnidirectional antenna here is very similar to the reason that they use omnidirectional antenna in walkie-talkies. That is because you do not need to know the destination for having communications. The same omnidirectional antenna was used on the Mars helicopter. And the reason is kind of simple because the Mars helicopter orientation is gonna change. So it's a simpler and better method to use omnidirectional one and send a signal everywhere. But in a simple way, when you send a signal everywhere, you are gonna lose a lot of power because you send a signal in the direction that you don't need it. The other one is high gain antenna. Why the high gain antenna is steerable? Because high gain antenna, instead of sending signal everywhere, is gonna focus all the signal in one direction. That is why it should have the ability to rotate toward the target. Why did they use a high gain antenna? With the high gain antenna, you can get the communication in a very long distance. On the Earth, we are gonna do the same thing. If you look at your phone has an omnidirectional antenna. So you don't need to find out where is the cell tower. You can talk with your phone in any directions. But we use the high gain antenna for the satellite communications. When we know the sender and receiver point, in this case, we can get a longer distance communication, more reliable communication, and the signal level is much higher.